Hi, beautiful soul. My name is Shemri and I'm the owner of Life Coach's Toolbox. And you've come across this video because you've had a shocking or traumatic experience in general, shock or trauma. So it could be a number of things that you're facing right now. Maybe bad news, it may be a car accident, maybe you did something that you feel guilty about. Because this is a general video, it's a difficult one to pitch in terms of tone and the content that we're talking about. So in general, this is going to help you release shock and trauma, whatever the nature of that shock and trauma is. So to begin, while we're talking, I'd like you to take your two fingers, put them on the outside of your eye socket. You might want to rest your elbows on a table or on your knees if you're sitting cross-legged, because your arms will get a bit sore when you start doing this. And as your fingers are on the edge of the eye socket there, I would want you to move them one finger width over to fall into the natural depression that's next to your eyes. And once your fingers are in there, I want you to apply firm inward pressure, because this is going to loosen up that bone. Now that bone that we're pressing on is called the Sphenoid Basilar Junction. It gets stuck when a lot of emotion and stuff is processing through your body. And this process is going to help it unstick. So we're going to do a number of energy healing processes in this short little video. And you can expect to experience a range of symptoms from that. So you might find that your tummy works more, you need to wee more, you might find that you burp or fart, or you'll end up throwing up if this has been very rough on your system. Your sleep patterns may be disrupted for the next while, and it's all as your body resets itself. The work that we're doing today is going to help all of this happen a lot faster than what it would normally happen, and it's going to help you achieve release more quickly. So while we're sitting here holding this, I'm going to explain the next process to you. Once I'm finished explaining the process to you, you're going to unhold your butterfly release at the point that I'm finished explaining, and then you're going to go away and do this first process. It's very important that you do this first process. A lot of people want to avoid it because it's so physical. This is the only process that I have or that I know of that's going to turn your stress chemicals in your body off. And we want to do that as quickly as possible, because the majority of what you're feeling right now is a physiological shock caused by hormones coursing through your body. So please keep your butterfly release held. You're going to put your arms and legs up in the air. So you're going to start, you're going to pause the video, you're going to walk away, you're going to lie down flat on the ground. You're going to put your arms and legs in the air, so you're lying on your back with your arms and legs in the air, and then you're going to start kicking and punching wildly, and at a point about 30 seconds to a minute later, you'll feel a change. Please continue holding your butterfly release. You will feel a change in your body, and when you feel that change, you sit up, you take a very deep breath into the pit of your stomach, and then you breathe out hard. So you go and you breathe in and out like that 3 times. So 1 round of kicking, or your arms and legs wildly in the air. As soon as you feel the change, sit up, breathe in deeply, and breathe out 3 times into the pit of your stomach. Release your butterfly release, shake your hands out. Please pause the video and go do the Go Ape process. Okay, you should be feeling a little bit better now. Not a huge amount better, because the really, really horrible thing about shock and the physiological response of shock is that it really takes about a minimum of a week for it to pass once you've had a shock. So we've turned off the stress hormones, but you can anticipate that you will still feel a lot of that surrealness and distance for up to a week. And one day when I find a faster process, you guys will be the first to know about it. So along with the shock and the trauma and the physiological stuff, there's obviously been a lot of emotion that you've experienced around this event and this experience that has shocked you, traumatized you. So where you're sitting, I want you to just put your arms back, and the point is that we're trying to stretch open your chest, okay? And put your arms and your shoulders right back, so we're stretching your chest wide open. And then you're going to tip your head back, and at the same time that you tip your head back, you're going to open your mouth wide. And whatever sounds want to come out, you're just going to let them go. Oh. And basically, keep doing that. Just keep stretching open, wide, wide, wide. Head back, throat open, mouth open. Just let the sounds come up and then release forward. Take a deep breath in for me and Reiki breath out. Okay, so what we've done there is we've opened up your solar plexus, heart, and throat chakras. So those tend to get bunged up when you have a shocking experience, because shock attacks your power, which is solar plexus. All your emotional confusion is going to be sitting here in the heart area: the panic, the trauma, the shock, the embarrassment, the humiliation, the shame, the fear. All of that's going to be sitting here. And the shutting off of communication that happens during those times, we want to clear that. We want to leave you able to communicate out again. If you feel that these areas in your body are getting tight, just under your diaphragm, here between your nipples, and then over here in your throat, and on the relevant, or the back area that corresponding, that's the word, on the corresponding back area. If you feel that that's tight, stretch those areas open. That's the emotion trying to move through your body. Stretch them open. You might get stiffness in your neck. If you naturally get stiffness in your neck around periods of shock and trauma and stress, it's related to your throat chakra. You're not communicating what has happened to you. That will also affect your shoulders. Okay, that's where the pain in your shoulders comes from. So we've stretched that out, and we're releasing that emotion. Now what we want to do is we want to reset your energetic system. So you've got this fabulous system of energy lines that moves through all your organs, and it's called your meridian system. And one of the ways that we can reset this and tell us to get going again is to do a process called a Thymus Thump. So I'd like you to think about something that really, really makes you laugh. And if you can't, then I'll pull a face for you. So you can laugh at that and you can give at me. Now take your fist and put it onto your breastbone for me. And put a big smile on your face and say ha 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 as you thump. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. For me, I feel the release of that pretty quickly. You may need to carry on for a couple more thumps, but as soon as you feel that little bit of settling, accept it. That's good enough for now. Okay. So let the Thymus Thump settle in. And now we're going to go into our last two processes. The first process is we're going to normalize and balance your stress thresholds. So please take your two thumbs, interlink them for me over here, and put them onto your breastbone where we were thumping now for the Thymus Thump. Feel around in this area and you'll feel that, okay, there's two sensitive spots, one on either side. Now you're going to press one side and then the other, and then one side and then the other, and then one side and then the other. And as you're doing this, just tell your body, please normalize my stress thresholds. Please normalize my stress thresholds. Please normalize my stress thresholds. There you go, and shake it out. And now the last thing we're going to do to anchor this all together and tie it all in place is we're going to tap it out of your system. Okay, so take your non-dominant hand and put it onto your occipital lobe here for me. Now take your dominant hand and put the crook of your elbow in front of your nose so that your hand rests lightly on your head. And with your hand on the occipital lobe here, just tap and tell your body, okay, I want you to make sure that everything we've just done comes together and stays in my system. So you're just going to tap here, you've set your intention, now you're going to say, fix it. And remember to take deep breaths in and out. So the fix it is something you say in your head, and breathe in and out. Store it. One hand movement up, so you're across the back of your head now. Fix it. Breathing in and out deeply. Store it. Move your hand to the top of your head. So now you're tapping on top of your hand. Fix it. And store it. Take your non-dominant hand onto your forehead. Fix it. And store it. Hands on either side of your head. Press in to apply a bit of pressure. Tap on top of your head again. Fix it. And store it. Don't forget your deep breathing. Pressure on the sides of your head. Last one. Fix it. And store it. Now, put your arms around yourself and give yourself a big hug and say you will get through this. You will be okay, I promise you. I promise you, you will be okay. If you need to come back and do this again, please remember that shock takes a while to leave your system. If you can run through these processes every day for the next week, it will help your body enormously in shifting this. Energy healing is like everything else. Repeated application makes a massive difference. I truly hope you feel better. I hope we've managed to take the edge off the symptoms for you. Please reach out to me at Life Coach's Toolbox if you need more advanced help. I am around to help you. My name is Shemery. Thank you.